Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Gavin from Balls to You. Hopefully you guys already know that, but if not and you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also smash that like button, guys, if you enjoy the content at the end. So this is probably one of my most anticipated clutches for the last 6 years. Now, I've been into this project and doing this project for longer than 6 years. I had to make the parents which made this clutch. Now, for those of us who can remember and go all the way back to the famous Stormtrooper, when we saw the Stormtrooper, it absolutely blew us away by JD Constrictors. John over there produced this Stormtrooper which blew everyone's mind away. Obviously, following that project very closely, John was working with the TSK line. I was currently working with the VPI line. So hearing a few bits and pieces around, dotted around the forums, all that sort of stuff, I sort of got a whiff that potentially the Stormtrooper was actually a pastel DG Axanthic. Fast forward to what we know today, the Stormtrooper, as far as I'm aware, hasn't been reproduced. What I believe has happened in pastel, as pastel ages, you can have this effect in pastel where the colour actually drops away from pastel mutation itself. So top that with Axanthic and DG, you get this sort of animal which has gone from black and white or silver and black to almost like a black and white animal, which is really bizarre. I had a pastel hidden gene Walmer that went from a coloured animal to virtually a black and white animal, and I've seen some pastel calicos on the internet which has done exactly the same thing. Now, what they all have in common is pastel. So I believe the losing of the colour, which changed the Stormtrooper from what it was to what it is now, was potentially the pastel, the colour in the pastel dropping away. So when I saw the Stormtrooper, I wanted to make the Stormtrooper but without pastel. So I bred my original DG, I went on the search, found a DG male because I had a VPI Axanthic female at the time. I bred that original male to the VPI female and made my own double heads. Now, I held back pretty much all of the babies from that clutch, and over the obviously growing them up, all that sort of stuff. Fast forward to now, we are currently in my 5th/6th season trying to hit the Desert Ghost Axanthic. And this year we had a bit of news regarding the DG, that it wasn't a recessive, it was actually a more of a polygenic trait, which kind of made sense because over the years I was hitting more DGs than I was Axanthics. Last year we cut the clutch, and unfortunately I did hit a DG Axanthic, and what I said last year was if I didn't hit it that year, then I would go out and buy one because I need one for my projects. However, when I cut the egg and I saw the baby that was in it, I knew I had to give it one last shot. This is the last season I will be doing the DG Axanthic, and for me that project is all about patience. It's all about perseverance. It's all about persistence. The fact that we need, you know, things don't happen overnight, and I know a lot of you out there have amazing luck. Unfortunately, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all, but I'm joking. So with this clutch, it was very anticipated for me because I was really super excited. What I saw last year, unfortunately didn't make it, was hopefully what I got to see this year. Now, I've had one clutch on the ground. I've got a second clutch due to be dropped in the next sort of 30 days. This video is all about the first clutch. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Again, this for me is one of my most anticipated projects over the years, and I want to share this journey with you. But for now, guys, grab a drink, sit back, relax, chill out, do whatever you gotta do. Let's get into today's egg cutting video, which is all about the DG Axanthic. Let's go. This is an egg cutting video for those who are new to the channel. Basically what we're going to do, we're going to cut these eggs. Now what I look for is simply these, you know, I pretty much run is how they lay is how they stay. A lot of people will separate the eggs and turn the eggs They don't do that in the wild, so I don't do that in captivity. However, if they are individual, obviously we have the limited edition Dragon Hatch balls to you trays that they will go individually. So what I look for when they're ready to be cut, or when they're due to pip, is how easy they are to pull apart, literally like so. And as you can see, very easy to come apart, and also I can feel the snake. It's very evident that the baby there is developed. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to separate them. There are 9. This is a double het double het Axanthic DG to a double het Axanthic DG. I produced them myself. We'll start with the one in the middle. I've got another clutch from the other female as well, due to be laid any day, so hopefully we do hit a DG Axanthic this season. I did hit one last season, but unfortunately didn't make it. Straight off the bat, that is an Axanthic, possible DG Axanthic. I'll know more once it sheds out. What's very difficult with DG is the hets are very visible sometimes as when they're in the egg. So you can look at an animal and think, oh yeah, that's DG, and then when it comes out it's actually not. So you have to wait a little bit with some DGs, you know, depending on which lineage you're working with. But that's a good start. You know, it's an Axanthic, which is great. This is the VPI line as well that I'm working with. Hopefully we hit a DG Axanthic, and we can do comparisons and all that sort of good stuff. Okay, that is a het. And that, if you look at that, again, I've been hatching these for quite a while now. That is obviously 66% het Axanthic. Just looking at the coloration and the head stamp, I would say that would prove out to be het Axanthic, but again, it's a 66% chance of that. Obviously we know DG at the moment, there's a lot of talk with it being polygenic, so I'm just calling them het DGs for now, until there's some new terminology name for them, if there anything, you know, if there will be a new terminology towards what they are. Again, another pos het. Again, another pos het. What I tend to find when I'm doing double hets, especially in this project for some reason, it really gives me terrible odds. And again, another pos het. And again, I would say that's probably het DG, just simply looking at the coloration. So far, one Axanthic. I've always hatched more DG than Axanthics. As I say that, and I've cut an Axanthic. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the update video. I have my trusty Danger noodle hooker here. These babies are switched on, and listen, I don't like being tagged. I do not like being tagged, so we're going to attempt not to be tagged. But I've got a clutch full of goodies here, and I'm super excited to share with you this clutch, I'm not going to lie. So, and we're going to start with a normal, okay, very straightforward normal POS het DG POS double het DG Axanthic, as you can see, switched on, fired up, ready to go. These babies from this bloodline have no problems with feeding. The next one up I'm going to show you is what we call a Desert Ghost. Now there's two genes that make up Desert Ghost. I think of it as like a double recessive, so that's a Desert Ghost. So that's a normal and that's a Desert Ghost. Now we're going to take this baby, which is an Axanthic. So we've got the Axanthic form, we've got the DG form, and we have a normal. So these are the stages I'm going to take you through. Alright guys, and again, I am probably going to get tagged in this video, but hopefully not. Then we take the Axanthic and the DG, we add them together, and we make a Desert Ghost Axanthic. Look at that, guys. 6 years in the making. I ain't gonna lie, I am absolutely over the moon. Now the thing is, with the DG, I look at it as two copies of DG. So you've got animals which are one copy, you've got animals which look better, which I believe have two copies of DG, and that's why we get different expression DGs. Now the good thing about this clutch, there is no pastel, no fire, no vanilla, no yellow belly, which is making these animals enhanced in any shape or form. This is just pure single recessive Axanthic, and obviously what I'm classing as a double recessive, if you like, DG. But the beauty of this clutch, guys, we didn't get one, we got two DG Axanthics. And the reason why I've put them next to each other, hopefully they're in shot, I will check, yes they are, is because I do believe one is carrying two copies of DG and the other one is carrying one, but he's het for the other. So as you can see, these are all switched on, going everywhere. And the best of it is these two are male and female, which is amazing, guys. 6 years in the making, I have finally hit what I've been trying to hit ever since I saw the Stormtrooper, which is DG Axanthics. And as you can see, one is slightly different color or a different shade than the other. I do believe that once they start to grow, they will change as well in colors and appearance, and I will keep you guys updated. So again, I am absolutely over the moon for this clutch. I still have one more female left to lay, which could yield some more DG Axanthics, but for now, look at this clutch, guys. I am over the moon. There are more DGs in the clutch and potentially double hets, but this is the cream of the crop. I wanted to show you guys the difference between DG Axanthic and what makes a DG Axanthic. And my Danger noodle hook here, you can see this one's proper fired up. So yeah, absolutely awesome. We're going to get these guys set up and feeding, and I will do some updates. And I will do some updates on these for you guys. So yeah, thanks for joining me with this journey, guys. As you can see, this is a momentum journey for me, and 6 years in the making, pretty much 6 seasons. Actually, it's longer than it's longer than 6 years or 6 seasons, because I had to make the double hets myself. But as you can see, patience, persistence and perseverance is what it's all about. A male and a female buzzing. But for now, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for all your support. Hopefully you guys are all good. And remember, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please smash that notification bell, and also give me a like if you have enjoyed seeing the DG Axanthics. But for now, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.